Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Yoga Shack. I'm your host, Rachel. So, today we'll do a 30-minute gentle practice. And for props, we'll just need a strap, or you can use a tie. Anything you have available really will work. You could do without the strap as well if you don't have one. So, let's begin in a seated position on the floor. You can sit on a cushion, bring the pelvis up a little bit. And just get comfortable, get to your full height. And then, if you're comfortable, let the eyes close. And as the eyes close, feel that cooling, lubricating quality to the eyelids as the eyes relax. A lot of our sensory perception is tapped into the eyes. So, as we close the eyes, what comes alive for you? What do you notice first? Is it a sensation in the body? Is it just lack of vision, like that being taken away? You just notice it gone. Is it a thought that you have on repeat? Is it a task that you are just doing or you're going to do later today? Notice. What is it you notice the most? What do you notice the most? And then allow your awareness to shift to your breath, just noticing the inhale, the depth of it, the exhale, the rate of the breath. Relax your shoulders, relax your belly. So if you have any kind of holding in the belly, just let it soften. Even if like your pants are too tight, let it loosen them a bit, just to give the belly room to expand and breathe. Deepen the breath now, smoothing it out, allowing the inhale to become equal to the exhale. Looping it on itself. The inhale leads to the exhale. Exhale leads right to the inhale. And then allow for the pause between your exhale and the inhale. Allow for that very slight pause between the inhale and the exhale. So we're still looping the breath, but now there's a pause each time we change directions with it. So we have the inhale and a pause, and then the exhale, pause again. Not creating any tension in the body while we do this. This is a relaxed pranayama. All we're doing is making our natural tendencies as we breathe a little more pronounced. On your next inhale, let the arms float up overhead. Pause at the top. Exhale, draw down. Inhale, draw up. Pause. Exhale, down. Third one, inhaling up. Exhale, down. Stop at the solar plexus, letting the right hand slide on top of the left hand. Why are you here to do this practice today? Do you have an intention for yourself? Is there any reason you can think of that you want to direct your energy, direct your thoughts? Bringing the palms together in front of the heart center. And let's begin with an Om. Om. Good. Now coming right into table, we're going to come into a puppy stretch. So we're here, knees are hip width apart, hands are under the shoulders. Walk the hands out a little bit, keeping the hips up over the knees and shifting them slightly behind the knees towards the heels. Let the forehead come down onto the floor. And then walk the fingertips away just another half inch as you draw the hips back towards the heels. So it's almost like you're on a stretching machine here, your own little stretching machine. It's called your yoga mat. All right, come back up into table, hands right under the shoulders. And let's go into cat and cow, rolling the back up and down. Inhaling, letting the belly open towards the floor as the head and tail rise up. Exhaling, the spine up towards the ceiling, head and tail like tuck under. Feeling both sides of the back lengthening equally. And now letting yourself come back to center, wagging the tail side to side and letting the head follow. So the hips go to the right, the head goes to the right, the hips go to the left, head goes to the left. Wagging it side to side. And come back to center again. And now taking the rib cage, the waistline, around into a circle, like you had a hula hoop around your waist, and you're trying to just trace around the interior circumference of that circle, up and around, and going the opposite way. Feel it out. This will give you a lot of feedback as to how your back is feeling today. If there's any areas that you need to take special care of, remember it's a gentle practice. So treat yourself gently here. All right, come back to center, extending the right foot back behind you and sliding it over to the left side, looking over that left shoulder. And breathe. Coming back to center. Left leg slides back over to the right side, looking over that right shoulder. And again, breathe here. Back to center. Good. Both knees come back down. And then make your way around onto your back. However you want to get there, you can be creative with it. Just think moving meditatively. As you move, do it meditatively. Coming all the way down onto the back. And now the whole torso that we were just moving is now completely supported, hugging the knees in towards the chest. So this has a different flavor to it than when you're in table. We're going to circle the knees. When you're in table and it's your hands and your knees are in contact with the floor, but the spine is supported through your arms and your legs. It's a much different flavor to have the spine supported by the floor, and now our arms and our legs are the free movers here. We just flipped it around. Pretty cool. All right, so going in both directions with these circles. And then come back to center. Let the arms drop out onto the floor, palms down, bringing the knees out over right up over the hips, and then unbend the lower legs so you have this 90-degree bend here. We're going to let the knees now go side to side. So this is a core strengthener. If you have any discomfort in your low back, you can bring your feet to the floor and just do this with the knees going side to side like this. If you can stack it up, it's a little more strengthening, bringing the knees over a little bit to one side, rolling onto that hip. So if your knees are going to the left, you're rolling onto the left hip a little, and then you're coming back to the right. So we're not looking to bring the knees down to the floor. We're just taking them a little bit over to one side and then a little bit over to the other side, keeping the length in the torso. Good. Come back to center. Hug the right knee in. Left leg extends out. Really reach through the left heel. Oh, that feels good. All right, now we're going to switch it out. Left knee in. Reach through the right heel. Pull the left leg in. Oh, I love that. All right. So we're going to switch it out again. Right knee in, left leg out. This time, relax the left leg. So we're going to give all the weight that we have in this left leg. We're just giving it over to the floor. And then begin to take this right knee side to side a couple times. Good. Warming up the hip. And bring it back to center. And then release it and reverse. So we got this left knee in, right leg out, right leg, again, full weight of the right leg is relaxed, and pass this left leg side to side. And coming back to center. Both knees float in, circle them both. So the arms are doing the work here, circling the knees around, and then going opposite, circle back. Bring both feet to the floor. Inhale the arms up towards the ceiling, circle the wrists. One way and then the other. Interlace your fingers, press your palms up towards the ceiling, straighten the arms out, and then take the arms just a little bit up overhead, not all the way, about 45 degrees. Reach through the shoulders. So now we have the shoulders coming up around, like the ears, around the sides of the face, and then bring the hands back up towards the ceiling, drop the shoulders towards the floor. Reach the hands up towards the ceiling, let the shoulders come off the floor a little bit, and then drop them back down. So it's like we're pushing away with the palms as the shoulders rise up. Inhaling, exhale the shoulders to the floor. Let them relax down towards the floor. And one more time. Inhale, reaching up through the palms. Exhale, sink down. Good. Release the hands, shake out the wrists, shake out the hands, shake out the arms. And then just swipe your arms off. One arm and then the other. Oh, just clearing out the forearms, the shoulders, the hands, everything. We are renewing these wonderful arms. Shake it out again. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Bend the elbows, fingertips to the shoulders, and then stretch up. Bend the elbows, fingertips to the shoulders. And one more time. Now let's do one more. Bend it in. Reach it up. Shake it and swivel this time. So instead of like just, flopping every which way, swivel the arms. So you're turning the hands in, then turning them out, and just do that quick, 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 quick. Good. And then shake it out. Shake it out. Oh, that was hard for me. All right. So now we're going to bring the hands down to the sides, tap the feet pretty quickly, side to side. So we're not doing this so the knees are up over the hips. We're just bringing one knee in towards the chest and then the other knee and tapping the feet side to side. Yeah. Good. So if you're feeling, oh, I'm so frisky today and I could even do like stronger thing here with my core, feel free to extend your legs out. So you could do this as a bicycle, but again, it's a gentle practice. So I'm going to do the gentle variation here. One knee comes in and then the other. Feet tapping down. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Good. All right. So next time the right knee comes in towards the chest, cross that right ankle on the left thigh and flex the right foot. Let your right knee drop out to the side. And then just using your core strength, you can bring the left foot off the floor if it feels right for you today. Don't feel like you have to. You can keep the left foot right where it is on the floor. And let's just hold for a moment. Good. And then reversing it. So the left ankle comes on the right thigh, flexing the left foot. You can stay right here, right foot on the floor, or you're using your core strength, not your hands, the core strength, bringing that right leg in towards the chest. Nice. All right, let's release down wherever you're at with that. Let the knees drop side to side. Coming back to center, walking the feet in. So again, they're about hip width apart, arms alongside the body, but with the fingertips pointing up towards the ceiling. Elbows are on the floor, shoulders are relaxed down. We're going to come up into a moving bridge with the arms in this position. So we're not looking to get the pelvis way up. So this is like a serious back bend. We're looking to get the pelvis up to a point where this is just an inclined plane, okay? Or even lower. So remember, you don't have to go up super high with this. It can be lower. But the maximum would be this like inclined plane with the fingertips reaching up towards the ceiling and then rolling back down. So let's all do that together. On the inhale, rolling up, either inclined plane or lower. Exhale down. Good. Next time you inhale up, drive the elbows into the floor and see if the pelvis now can come up maybe a half inch higher, and then exhale back down. Two more like that. Inhaling up, and then drive the elbows into the floor. See if the pelvis extends up. Keep the knees hip width apart. Exhaling down. Last one. Driving the elbows in, lifting, floating up. Exhale down. Good. Draw the knees back in towards the chest. Go easy here. Bring them in towards the chest. And then take little slow circles around so they're mirroring each other again. Knees coming in and out. Oh, yeah. Excellent. Oh, that feels good. All right, we're going to roll over onto the right side. And again, use the left hand, press into the floor. Come on up. Hands behind you, feet up in front. Taking the knees side to side to side. Back to center. Come around into a table. Curl your toes under. Bent knee, down dog. Lifting the knees, reaching back through the hips. Really strong reach up through the arms. And then walk the dog a little bit, pedaling the feet. Walk the feet in towards the hands back towards the feet. Once you're in your forward bend, roll up to stand, climbing up the legs all the way up. And then inhale, the arms float up. Exhale, open, 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 open. All the way open. All right. Stepping your right foot back, left foot forward. Feet are going to be both facing forward for this. Don't angle the feet in or out. They're both pointing in the same direction. Hands to the hips. Bending the left knee right over the ankle. Inhaling back up. Exhale and bend. Inhale back up. Exhale and bend. Inhale back up. Stepping the right foot forward. Left foot steps back. And the same thing now. The feet are pointing in the same direction, sinking through that back heel. So the left heel is really sinking towards the floor, letting the tailbone drop so that the torso stays nice and neutral here as we bend the right knee and then float right back up. Exhale and bend the knee right over the ankle, not further. We don't want it like over the toes. We want it right over the ankle and back up. Good. And again, bending, coming back up. Good. Stepping the left foot back in, the feet now coming about mat width apart. Coming into Utkatasana, the hiney coming way back behind you, knees stay over the ankles. You can bring your hands down to your thighs to help support the torso here, letting the torso stay as we don't want to fold it over here into this forward bend. We want to let it lift a bit. So let the hands on the thighs help facilitate that. And we're going to come up. And then let's sit down again. Hands on the thighs. Lift it up. And then again, sit it down. Lifting back up. Let the arms float up overhead. Grabbing that right wrist, arcing over to the left side. Inhale up. Switch the wrist. Arc over. Good. Back up. Same thing. Other side. Back up. Arc over. Really pull up on the left wrist as you come over to the right. Back up. One more time. Float it back up. And again to the right. Up. Release the arms down. Widen the feet even more now. Turn the toes out. Bend both knees, hands right up to the tops of the legs here, right on the hip sockets here, coming all the way back up. Bending the knees. Float up. Good. Bend the knees. Take the arms up. Palms face each other. Excellent. Arms sink down, sink down, sink down, sink down. Perfect. Now parallel your feet. Walk your feet out a little bit wider, coming into that wide angle forward bend. Hands can either be at the waist or right at the hips. I like to do the hips because it reminds me where I'm bending from. Hinging forward, forward, forward. And then your hands can come down to your block or to the floor. I guess I should have prefaced that. We can place a block here under the shoulders if you like. So everything is lengthening out. Find your full length through the spine. Walking the hands over to the right side or sliding your block over to the right side. Draw back on the left hip. Walk the hands over to the other side and draw back on the opposite hip. Good. Come back to center. Heel toe the feet in. We're going to come right down into a squat if your knees are up for it. If your knees are saying no thank you to the squat today, just come down into a seated position on the floor. Otherwise, you're coming down into a squat. Palms come together. And then releasing all the way down into a seated position. Cross leg. Let's do it. Right foot in front, left foot behind. Bringing that left hand over to the right knee. Right hand around behind you. Twist. Look over that right shoulder. Stretch the eyes. Back to center. Reverse the feet. So you have the opposite foot in front. Reach across with the right arm. Look over the left shoulder. And this will open in stages. So you'll see, you'll take a few breaths here and it'll get, oh, maybe I found a little more space. It got a little easier. Back to center. Nicely done. Hands on the thighs. Take the whole torso around in a circle. Going a few times one direction. And reverse it up, opposite way. Good. Very nice. All right, coming down onto the floor now. All the way down. Bring the knees in towards the armpits. Wide knee, wide knees. Rock a little side to side. Let it go. Head rocking with the torso. Good. Bring the left foot to the floor. Grab your strap. Lassoing the right foot right underneath the ball of the foot. Extend the leg out. And so you're looking just to find a gentle stretch in the back of this right leg. So, for some of us, the leg might be more out here, and you'll feel like a really nice lengthening to the back of the leg. Just know that this pose comes in all shapes. So you don't have to have the foot straight up towards the ceiling. Or if you're feeling really bendy today, maybe your foot is touching the floor above your head, right? So many different positions here. Just holding for a moment. And then bending your knee back in, releasing the foot to the floor. Opposite leg comes in. Lasso the foot. And again, stretch it up. Just till you find a nice stretch in the hamstring. And You can get a little added bonus pulling back on the strap. You'll feel a little stretch in the lower leg as well. Relax the whole back. It doesn't need to do much here. And then releasing that foot down to the floor. Good. And then can you believe it? We're already coming to Shavasana. These shorter practices, they go so fast. That's so amazing to me. All right, so we're going to come into Shavasana. You can let the legs go out straight. You can have a bolster behind your knees. Arms relax out at the sides. Let the shoulders relax. When you're ready, close your eyes. Allow your awareness to go to your feet, relaxing your feet. Relax your toes. Relax your heels on the floor. Relax your ankles. Relax your calves, knees. Relax your hips, your buttocks, your low belly, all relaxing. So now your legs, feet are really relaxed, soft. Relax your chest, your mid back and upper back. Relax your shoulders. Relax your elbows. Relax your wrists. Relax your hands, all your fingers and your thumbs. Relax your neck. Relax both ears, right ear, left ear. Relax the sides of your head. And relax your face. Relax your whole body. Following each exhale into a deeper state of relaxation. Let your next breath be a little deeper. And when you're ready, wiggling the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes. Head rocking side to side. Stretching out in a way that feels good and natural to you. Drawing the knees in towards your chest. Rolling over onto your right side. Pausing just for a moment. And then using your left hand, pressing into the floor, coming up to sit. Back to your cushion. And let's end with a couple sun breaths, inhaling the arms up, palms together, exhale down through your center line. And then again, inhaling. Follow that loop, inhaling up, exhaling down, gathering in, and then centering through the body, through the mind. Last one. Exhaling down, stop right at the heart center and let the thumbs make really light contact there. Let the elbows be a little lifted, drop the shoulders, reach up through the crown of the head. So now let's end our practice here together with an Om, inhaling. Om. And bowing to the light and the shadow in everything. Hari Om Tat Sat. And bowing to each other. Namaste. See you next time.